Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hello. We're doing well. I'm over here about to start sharing like I normally do. So I hope you guys are well. So if you see me looking down, I'm just sharing. That's all I am doing. I am just sharing. So I just want to I'm just saying hello. I always try to come on and say hello with whenever I am, you know, whenever it's a holiday, because I know that some people, with the holiday, yeah, I know how hard it can be. And I know how sometimes especially this year, uh, more than ever. I know that this year more than ever, we are, sort of separated from our families for whatever reason. We got a lot going on because of the, stuff that's going on. And so I'm just, thought I'd come in and check in on all of you guys just to see how you're doing, just to see how you're doing and to just check in on you and just let you know, hey, that I'm here. Many of you are probably, washing dishes still, especially if you've got kids. So I know how that is as well. And so, and come on into the stream. It's about 4 of you watching. Come on in. I'm just saying hello. We won't be here long. This I can promise you. I just wanted to say hello because I know how the holidays can be in this year, of all years, especially with so much that's going on. We are, facing a lot of challenges, with everything that's going on. And so I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to check on you guys. Um, to really just send you a lot of love and let you know just how grateful I am. Just, sharing, guys, just how grateful I am for each and every one of you. How, let you know just how amazing you are. Yeah, that is it. I am just full of gratitude today. Just so grateful for just having an amazing day. We had a very peaceful, just sharing, guys. We had a very peaceful. Hey, Rhonda, how are you doing? Good to see you. Small gathering today. I know. And that's what I'm saying. We're going, having these small gatherings. It's a little different this year for the first time ever. And I just wanted to check in on you guys, wanted to just say hello and just, give you big hugs, give you guys some big hugs and just let you know that we are in this together. Look, we are in this together and we are better together and we are strong right together. And so it is what it is. It is what it is today. And so we've had just hubby and I today. Of course, we're empty nesters. The kids are out of the nest. So this was our first holiday where we didn't have any family members around. Hey, how are you, blind guy? His wife in their life. Good to see you. Hey there, sunshine. Grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. I am so comfy. I'm so comfy today. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'm so comfortable. I'm so comfortable today, sis. And brother, I'm so comfortable. I don't know what to do. But I just have been on YouTube for quite some time now. And I always like to try to come on the holidays because I know the holidays can be overwhelming. We've had so many things to go on, right? We've had so many things to go on and happen this year. It's a little different than what we have normally experienced. And so I realize that. I realize that it's different and that we're experiencing some different things. Come on in, Milton's coming on in. So I know we're experiencing different things this year. Camille's gonna say hello.
Hello, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Just wanted to stop by and say happy Thanksgiving. Hope y'all had a wonderful day. Hope you got a chance to talk to your family if you didn't get to see them. And just wanted to stop by for just a second to support the wife and just say again, hey to everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you do something tomorrow for yourself. Don't be out no street shopping though, but you can do what makes you happy. But hey, just want to come say hey. Support the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you got a chance to eat something good today. We had some peas, which I love peas, and then we had some chicken, which we love chicken. So we had peas and chicken today. Like she said, we're empty nesters. So the babies are 24 and 22. One's in Boston, one's in the city of Memphis. So nobody here but us, the lovebirds. So hey, we just hung out today and just basically took it easy today. So we'll be back up and at it tomorrow. Got a few things to take care of for the class she's got coming up Saturday, so we'll get everything done for that and get all of that taken care of. So hey, hope everybody's doing well, and I'm going to bring her back in just a second. Again, hey, if you get a chance, check out my channel, Milton Craft Man on a Mission over there on YouTube. We got some great things going. We're going to get started with some new things next week. Having fun doing this. It's been a blast. I enjoyed meeting a lot of you. Thank you all who have subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, and look forward to subscribing to your channels as well. So I'm going to bring the missus back. And again, good talking to you guys, and hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving.
All right. I am still over here sharing really quickly. And so what did you guys eat? What did you guys have? So hubby told you our empty nest meal. And then so we had chicken and peas. We had some peas left over from the garden that you got from a farmer.
From farmer, yeah. So that was good. Fresh peas. Always good to have fresh peas.
I'm trying to figure this out. Okay.
I'm gonna be here with you for a couple minutes. Yeah, we had fresh peas and some good old fresh chicken.
Yeah, some chicken.
Yeah.
And then my mother-in-law, of course, she cooks every year. And so what did mom?
So went over there. She had some greens, dressings.
Put your hand in there so I can see.
Put my hand on this side.
There you go.
Greens, dressing, sweet potatoes, Swedish meatballs, that's what you call them.
Yeah.
Swedish meatballs, ham, cakes, pies, cookies. So all that good stuff. Anything else I missed?
What? Banana pudding, apple pie,
and cheese pie. We had those, and that was pretty much it. I think wasn't that it? I think that was it.
Did you get?
Let's go check the refrigerator. Deviled eggs. I don't like deviled eggs.
Potato salad.
You know, I don't. Yeah, but they love them, so she makes them every year.
Rolls.
I've tried them once or twice, and I've eaten them. But yeah, good old full meal. Good chance to go see everybody, say hey real quick, and we didn't stay long. Just dropped in and dropped back out. A lot of people in town were eating outside in the backyard. They were spread out, and they were outside. So I guess that was okay to be socially distanced. So yeah, so I think they listened. They did have gatherings, but they were spaced out. So did get a chance to talk to my brother-in-law. So today he went deer hunting this morning. He killed 2 deer.
Oh wow!
Buck and a 2, male, female, doe and a buck. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So that was cool, and they'll get those processed, and they'll be ready in a couple of weeks. So
deer meat, we might get some deer.
Might get some deer sausage. Who knows? Y'all like deer sausage? If you do, let me know. If you don't, hey, you just need to try it. You may not be mixing it with the right stuff, because you can mix different things in it to give it a different flavor, and you'll never know it's deer. Because those of you like rotel dip. A lot of people use ground beef or chicken. Put some deer sausage in there. It's a whole different meaning. So, hey, yeah.
Yeah. So, we ate good.
We ate good. We're going to sleep good in a few minutes. So, but yeah, going to go up and do a little cleaning in just a second and put up some stuff that's still left out. We'll put that up, and everything will be good.
Everything is paper plates.
Paper plate city here on the holiday. But I mean, we eat regular plates during the week, but on the holidays, It's paper plates because we're not paper plate fans.
No, we're not.
Like real plates.
Well, I mean, the containers are in the
everything's in a container.
Yeah, so that was good. But we did eat out of like real dishes.
Yeah.
But the food that we got from mom,
they're in containers.
Yeah, they're in containers.
Yeah, we like real plates over here. It's just something about it that makes it. I'll take the blame. I'm not a paper plate or paper cup fan. I've never have been, and I don't think I'm going to start. It's just something about eating and drinking out of real stuff. So that's just me. It's my little pet peeve. But if I come to your house and you tell me before I get there you got paper plate, I'll bring my plate. So don't be offended.
You don't mind washing your plate.
I'll wash my plate too.
And I'll help wash.
It don't matter. We'll just bring our plates and we'll all have a good potluck together. So.
All right. So anything what did you guys eat? Tell us what you guys ate. Somebody said
somebody said they got the same thing from their mom.
Right. Let's see. Rhonda said we were used to having at least 50 members. Today it was less than 10. Empty nester too. Yeah.
That's a big gathering, 50 people. Wow.
Yeah, empty nester. Jackie C says, hi, Synolve. Just did my FaceTime with my daughters and text messages with everyone.
That's so sweet.
That was nice. That was sweet. I know we're all like adjusting and trying to figure this thing out. It's different. But we're here and we're here for each other. So that was awesome. Hey, Jewelry Nurse, how are you? Hello, gorgeous people. Thank you. Gorgeous you. Good to see you. Rhonda says we had just about the same thing as your mama had.
You good and full.
I know. See, and that was one of the reasons I was like, I'm not really trying to cook that much because I know.
The nurse says she got some channels run down. Next one now.
Because I know everybody has the same thing. So we usually on Thanksgiving or Christmas and it's just us, we might fry fish. We might
eat a hamburger.
We might eat a hamburger. It just depends. It's just the two of us. I heard someone say last night that they were eating, gonna do a turkey sandwich because their kids was a single mom, and so their kids were gonna go over and stay with the dad for the weekend. So they was gonna eat whatever. And hubby makes the best chicken in the world. It's cast iron. Got a recipe with celery. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And so and then I did veal peas. It says, sometimes you got to be different, but I knew my mother-in-law had it, so I won't worry. I got my dressing fixed. I'm good. Yeah. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Awesome. Everyone will eat for a time anyway. Yeah. You have those leftovers, and tomorrow we'll still eat good. I got China, so come on over.
We're coming. We're coming. We'll be over there.
That's all you had to say.
No problem, man. I like that.
Don't ask you twice. Blind Guy's wife says, I'm with you, Milton. I love real dishes too.
Yeah.
Plastic over paper.
That's right. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Real dishes. That's right. That's the way to go.
Real dishes. It is what it is. It is what it is. Happy Thanksgiving from Mauritius. I think it's the first time we've ever had a viewer from Mauritius. It's good to see you. Are you guys open? Because I've been wondering if you all are open. Are the borders open over there? Because I might need a flight. I may need a flight to come see you. Jewelry Nurse, deep fried turkey, greens, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. Now we did have sweet potatoes.
We did have sweet potatoes.
We did cook that at home. Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry, salad, stuffing, pumpkin, pecan. Okay, just send the rest of the pecan
pies right there. Yeah.
Let's see. And salad. I don't think we had salad today.
No, we didn't.
We
had celery. So that's all right.
We had celery. Yeah, we did have celery.
Close enough.
Sweet potato pie, green beans, the whole works with just 3 of us, and so days of leftovers. Oh, that's good. That is good.
Good eating.
All right. As long as you got China, we can come on. We can come over. Jackie C said she had pinto beans and rice. Ooh, Lord. That sounds good. Y'all, I love pinto beans
bean.
and rice. Ooh, that is me. And then she had watermelon. Where are you? You having watermelon, Jackie? You gotta
come find that.
Yeah, you gotta be in the islands. That ain't fair. Yeah. That ain't right. That ain't right. Oh, watermelon, greens. Oh my, yes. What kind of greens, Jackie? We had turnip, I think. Turnips, salad. Y'all are plant-based over there. Good stuff, honey. I love everything on that list, especially the watermelon. Oh my gosh. Woo. Moro, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sweetie. It's good to see you. Where you going, boo?
Cut y'all loose.
Stay.
Let me go. Good talking to you, good people. I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye bye.
You be here.
There she is.
Leor says the borders are open, but there is a 14-day quarantine requirement in beautiful hotels by the beach with room service. So tell us about Mauritius. I'm interested now because there's so many so many amazing places, and I just hadn't thought, but you got to do the 14-day quarantine. Ugh. So it's but it's a beautiful hotel. Interesting. All right. Jewelry nurse, send me a plate. Right, send us a whole plate. Fax my mother-in-law say, fax me a plate. Wow. Jackie C says, I'm here in Missouri, LOL. Are you in Missouri and you got watermelon? Girl, I'm jealous. I need you to send me a watermelon down. I need you to send me a watermelon on down. I just need you to come on. come on. Send me a watermelon, please. Yes to watermelon. Well, that's what we did. We really we did have we had hamburgers yesterday. Look, this is so bad. We had hamburgers, or good depending on what you think, but we had hamburgers yesterday. And so this morning for breakfast we had I cooked some hash browns, and then we had hamburgers with the hash brown, but not on the bun, just the meat, because I forgot to get eggs, which is probably one of the reasons I didn't cook cornbread, because I forgot to get eggs yesterday. Child. And then I was not going to the grocery store. But that's the kind of stuff when it's just the empty nesters and it's just us two. When my kids were younger, I did the whole cooking. I did all the pies. I did all the things, lasagna, spaghetti. Dressing. I did the fixings. We had everything. And so, I would work myself to death, go to late, start cooking the day before. You know how we do, start cooking the day before. And then I go to bed till late. So I would have had all of my pies and stuff done. Y'all know how we do. I would have had all my pies done, and whatever cakes hubby bakes all the cakes though. But I would have had all my pies done, and then I would have had my meats, like the turkey for the dressing, the ham, all that kind of stuff. I would have done that the day before, on Wednesday. It's like a 2-3 day process. And then you got to go shopping. So that's a whole day for all the food. And so I just decided this year, I was like, no, I'm not really gonna do too much. And then my daughter kind of stayed at home. So we're trying to be socially distanced and just be careful. And so my daughter, her boyfriend stayed home. We talked to them, and she made greens. She made, I don't know what all she made, but she made greens, and she made baked macaroni and cheese. And so this was her first time cooking a Thanksgiving meal. So that was fun too, to just let her. I remember cooking my first Thanksgiving meal. How many of you remember cooking your very first Thanksgiving meal? Right? Your very first Thanksgiving meal. And so I remember what that was like. And so she's been texting me for the last couple of weeks, trying to figure out, if she was going to go to a traditional kind of Mississippi recipe with the salt pork in the greens, or if she was just going to do turkey, or just what she was going to do. So smoked turkey in the greens, so we were having these conversations back and forth, and it was just a lot of fun to see her at 24 kind of come into her own and just really cooking and doing this stuff for the first time. So I was really happy about that. I'm really excited about that and really proud of her. So that's great. And then hubby said, our son is in Boston. So our son is in Boston, and yeah, he is there. He texted us today, so he's fine. He's fine. My dear used to say, "Hey, no news is good news. You don't hear from them, then you know they doing all right. It's when they calling that then right, that something is wrong. So as long as you ain't hearing from them, what do you say? As long as you ain't hearing from them, they ain't saying nothing, they ain't popping at your door in the middle of the night, they all right. So don't worry about them. So I'm trying to live this out in this process and not be worried. But as moms, we do, and it's hard. I mean, as empty nesters, I should have put this in my title, because as empty nesters, you know how we worry. We want our kids to go out and experience life and be well, but at the same time, it's hard. It's difficult as an empty nester to kind of go through that process. It's kind of difficult as an empty nester when the kids get grown, they're adults and they're out on their own, to kind of let go and release and know that they're okay. And so one of the things I've really been trying to do today, or really working hard at, is staying in gratitude, just being grateful all day long. And this is why I love Thanksgiving. It's really my favorite holiday. And that's because I just remember growing up, and I just remember all of the things that my grandmother did for me, all the cooking, and she made the best rolls. And I just, remember the day and love just this gratitude, the joy of the holidays, and just loving each other, spending the time with family, even if it's, by text or by phone. That's that. And just allowing gratitude to just permeate the whole day. Gratitude really is this secret weapon. It's this secret key to manifesting and to creating the life that you desire. And this idea that even though we're separate apart during this time because of, everything that's going on, that the YouTube algorithm does not want us to say, to call the name of what must not be named. Even though that's all going on, still we can be grateful despite all of the challenges that we face. Despite us going through this different thing as empty nesters, despite all of that, we still can get in the flow of gratitude and use this power that we have within to be grateful and to just be positive, right? Just to be positive and just be grateful for the moment that we're experiencing right now. And that within itself will help us to manifest and help us to ward off depression, not get into a place of depression and, oh, we can't be together. Oh, we're so sad. But to really use gratitude as a practice to bring happiness and joy in our lives right now, the way things are, right? Even when we call, when we Skype, right? When we text, just living in this moment of gratitude for the way things are, and that we're healthy and that we're keeping each other safe, right? Um, Milton, my baby did a great job. Yes, our baby did a great job cooking her first Thanksgiving, which she may be watching. So we're just so proud of you, and we're proud of baby girl, and we're proud of her friend, because he's always right there cooking right along with her. So I know the two of them really did a great job, but she was really working on these recipes, getting her plans together, shopping and doing all the things. And it was exciting. And I'm just happy. It was new for her, and that excitement, that newness of cooking Thanksgiving for your very first time in your 20s. Wow, that's awesome. And I remember that experience. And I was just glad when I cooked Thanksgiving for the first time. I didn't have family. I didn't have anybody to call to ask, how do I do this? Because my grandmother passed away, and her birthday's November 24th. And so she passed away many years ago. And so I didn't have anybody to call. I had to just figure it out, burn up stuff. And oh gosh, it was horrible. My first Thanksgiving was horrible. But I was grateful to be there, to talk her through it. And yeah. I just too bad I didn't get a chance to taste it. But hopefully she'll cook dinner for us at a later time. Let's see. Nothing like my grandma's peach cobbler on Thanksgiving. Woo, those memories. Woo, my grandmother could cook rolls. My grandma could cook everything. Ham. Oh my gosh, she cooked like the best spaghetti. Oh my goodness, and the best dressing. I've tried to recreate her dressing. I think I just about got it though on the dressing, but her dressing was so good. I can hear my grandma saying, "Don't fool yourself. Your dressing ain't good as mine." But I tried. The only thing I cannot duplicate is her egg pie. I mess up an egg pie every time. It's something about the egg pie. I end up having like hard pieces in the egg. I don't know what I do to this egg pie, but it's something. I have tried everything, only cooking with the whites. I have tried every single thing. So if anybody can tell me what I'm doing to mess up my egg pie, I will be forever grateful. Blind guy, his wife in their life says, we are plant-based, but I throws down every day. Yeah, we know. We see you, chef. I cook plant-based meatballs and barbecue sauce, plant-based roast, cabbage, homemade yeast rolls, pinwheels, and mashed potatoes. She is chef. This is why you need to go over there and visit their channel. And if you see that beautiful symbol right by their name, then they've hit the join button. Woohoo! So welcome to our members. We're so glad you're here, and I hope more of you will hit that join button and become a member, because it really does support our channel. And then go check out the blind guy and his wife and their life, especially if you're looking for those plant-based recipes, because the chef has at least one or two, I know, recipes every single week. So yeah, she was doing oats the other day, and that was a very good recipe. Milton, I'll have to try plant-based one day. Well, we do we don't do like the meatballs, although we just eat a lot of veggies. We eat a lot of veggies. And so, yeah, but we don't do plant-based, but I have had to move away from dairy because I'm allergic to dairy and peanuts. So in moving away from dairy, there are a lot of different things that I can't have. So instead of like eating a lot of the pies and cakes and that kind of stuff, I'll eat like just the fruit or apple. But I need to, figure out more plant-based things, because I tend to feel better. I don't have the inflammation when I eat just more plant-based food. So that was one reason I was glad to find your channel, because the blind guy, his wife and their life, I was glad to stumble on your channel, because we've been looking at more plant-based options. So thank you for doing all that you do over there. Jackie C, my first Thanksgiving meal, it looked and smelled good, but it was thrown in the trash. It was just that bad. Me too. Anybody else talk about your first Thanksgiving? Anybody else talk about your first Thanksgiving meal? And what you were grateful, and tell us one thing, something you're grateful for. But yeah, for me, same thing. I think I burn everything up, because I didn't realize how to cook like peas and stuff without running out of water. And everybody always tells you, they're like, don't keep adding water, because especially the like pinto beans and stuff, because you'll just make them hard. And so I was too afraid to add water, and I guess I was too afraid to look and check on the food too. So I don't know what I was doing, but I ended up burning everything up. And then I remember my first years of doing the greens. Oh, everybody would tell you all the tips. Put it in the washing machine. Put a little soap in it, a little Dawn dish liquid in your greens when you wash them, like everything. And I still would have sand. What I eventually figured out was to not buy my greens from certain places, because certain places they grow them in sand rather than just dirt, and so then they're just so sandy and it's hard to really get them clean and washed. So buying them from like farmers market. But now I notice, I guess so many people complain. Our local Kroger, and I'm grateful for this, is using more local farmers that don't grow their foods in all this sand. So now, and then my other secret weapon, or best kept secret, is Milton. Milton washes the greens now, so that's his thing. He does two things. Really great for Thanksgiving. And he washes the greens when we do the big meals. He washes the greens, yes, and he mixes the stuffing. So I'll put all the ingredients in, and then he'll mix all the stuff together for the stuffing, like stir it all and however he does it, it just turns out so nice. It turns out so nice. And so we kind of work as a team. But this year he cooked the chicken, and I cooked the peas, and I cooked the sweet potatoes, and then of course we got all that amazing traditional foods from my mother-in-law. So that was pretty good. But yeah, my first Thanksgiving meal, ooh, trash, honey. Yes, it went to the garbage, and thank God for that. Thank the Most High for the garbage can. I'm grateful. I am grateful for that. Jackie C, it was the first one. I'm sure it's great now. Yeah, it's that first one. We're pros now, Jackie. you're throwing down in that kitchen now, man. Now, but at first, when we do that first year, like, it is tough. It's tough. So I just wanted to come on and just say hello, because I know I have I know how tough the holidays can be, especially as we get older. Some of us may not have parents who are still with us, so it's dealing with those feelings and emotions around the holidays. This can be a really, really tough time for all of us. So I wanted you to know that I'm here, that Milton and I are here, and that we love you guys so much, so absolutely much. And we are even in our comfy clothes. I look like Big Bird today. I'm so comfortable. Oh, but I'm comfortable though. And we've been just watching movies, and those small little cooking that we did. We watched movies, and just Netflixed and chill. I got some good to drink. And we're just enjoying ourselves. We're just enjoying ourselves and having fun and being grateful for everything that we're experiencing in this moment. Watching our emotions, watching our frequencies and vibrate, watching all that. Because you can, this is a time when a lot of people really get down. And I understand that, because my mom passed away 2 years ago. So I get that. I know how difficult, the how difficult the holidays can be. But we, especially this year with everything that's going on, being distanced and relying on text and having to, stay distanced, and all these other things can really wreak havoc on our emotional state. And so it's important to stay in gratitude, right? It's important to stay in faith. It's really important to be grateful for every moment in this time of year, right? And even in this moment of having to be social distance, we can really, really take a moment to just be grateful, to be grateful for everything, right? To be grateful for waking up this morning, for being grateful for all the things that we have in our lives, and the people, not just the things, but to focus on the people that we love, and focus on having good friends like all of you, having people that support us, having people that love us, and having this opportunity just to eat and to rise up and wake up on this side, right? And to have our memories and to have all of our faculties. This is what it means to be grateful. And so I think this time in the season is just a reminder to be grateful and to walk in gratitude. And as you walk in gratitude, despite whatever might be facing you or whatever might be thrown at you during this season, during this time, whether it's, a text message or, sometimes we text and family members don't respond. You know what I mean? Sometimes everybody doesn't respond. Everybody's not on speaking terms. Let's be real about it. Everything within a family, you just have to do your part. That's what I do, right? Everything within a family is not always perfect. And so you just have to do what you do. We have these little devices. You send those text messages out. You call, whether they answer or not. You leave a message. You tell people how much you love them. Hey, how you're grateful for them, how much you love them. And you can notice, over time that relationships can turn themselves around. And even if they don't change, right, where we really see or know, or have some big magical change that happens, at the end of the day, you know that you've done your part. At the end of the day, you've sent out love. And so you've controlled your own emotion and your own frequency and your own vibration, your own emotional intelligence. You are not reacting to the situation, but you are in control, right, of your own emotions. You just decide you're not going to let anybody or anything get you down. Nothing, nobody get you down. Because we all sit on here like everything is perfect, but we know it's not. We know we got siblings of somebody we don't talk to, cousins we don't talk to, aunts or uncles that are acting crazy, or children that ain't quite up together. Everybody's doing their own thing. It's empty nesters. It is what it is. We don't have these retirement homes and stuff that we have are not just because because they're happy places to go. It's because people don't always have family. They don't always have people who care enough to take care of them, that care enough to be there for them, that make sure that they have something to eat today, right? Or there are people, I always think about this friend of mine who's a YouTuber, and she says every year, she taught me this. She said, every year I always go on the holidays, whether it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, whatever the holiday is, right? I always either put a video out or we go on, because there's somebody that has to eat alone. There's somebody out there who their only connection to the world is through you. They eat alone. It's just them, right? And maybe a fur baby, like a cat or a dog. It's something like that. And all they may have in their lives is the connections on the other screen. They may not, all of their family members may have passed away, or they may live alone, or they may have never married and not have children, or they may have a loved one who is gone on to be with ancestors. And so she's always would encourage her friends, always encourage everyone to go on, YouTube, even though I had on like almost PJs and my hair was like everywhere. I threw on a little makeup, y'all. Put on little eyebrows, a little mascara, a little something for y'all. And I just came on to say hello, because I know that there is somebody out there, maybe an empty nester. There's somebody, a single mom or dad, maybe the kids are with the other parent, whatever the case may be. There's somebody who may be lonely today, and they may not have a family that has come to see them or check on them or sent them a plate. You know what I mean? And all they have is just a smile, and that smile is you. So when you're walking down the street tomorrow, and you see someone and they're walking by you past, give them a smile or say hello, because you never know what that smile is going to do and how that's going to change them. And then as you sit in your own life and you are receiving beautiful text messages or calls from your family, or your kids are still small and they're still growing, right? And they're still in your house and everything's beautiful and sparkling and happy, and they're still hugging you and, don't mind being in the same room with you. Like teenagers, they don't mind being there with you. Be grateful for this moment, the moment that you get to spend with them. Even if you, like my grandmother was, she had to raise me, and she was older, right? She was like in her 50s, had to have been like in her 50s or late 40s when I came to stay with her for good. And so just, knowing that you have these grandchildren with you or grandkid with you, or if you had family members to move back in with you because of all that's going on in the world, just be grateful, right? Grateful that you have a job, grateful that you have income, grateful that you have a house and you have income, grateful that you have a roof over your head, you have a warm fire, grateful that you have a TV, grateful that you have internet that you and I can connect. Just be in gratitude, because there is somebody right out there who the very things that get on your nerves. When I used to complain having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to cook so early in the morning on Thanksgiving to try to get everything prepped so we could eat by 1 o'clock, right? No later than 2. So we could eat at 1, no later than 2. That was my rule, right? They eat at 1, no later than 2. So we could have everything all together ready to eat. And now I look back at it, and the kids are, my son is in, our son is in Boston, our daughter's here. All these things are going on. Now I miss the, little patter of little feet running around saying, Mommy, Mommy, is the food ready? Are things ready? Can we eat now when we're starving? Getting all their little hands to help with the making sure they wash their hands before they help me to prep, because their job was always to prep the lasagna. That was always their job. Lasagna was, what they fixed. And when they got older, they could always cook the spaghetti. They always had a dish that they would prepare. And so now that they've gotten older, it is what it is. Everybody has their own families. They have their own lives. They're in their 20s. So they're trying to experience life and be grown, figure out what being grown is all about, figuring out what all of that means. And I'm learning at this season and stage of my life to practice gratitude, to be grateful that hubby and I raised them well, to be grateful that we were able to send our babies out into the world and that they have these skills to make a living for themselves, that they have the, wherewithal and motivation to even want to go out into the world, to move to Boston, go out into the world and to create a life for themselves. That's what our whole thing was, right? As children, when they were growing up as children, our whole thing was to give them this opportunity to create the world and life that they desired. And so now it's about living in that gratitude instead of being sad that they're not here, which I wish they were, right? But instead of being, upset or sad or depressed and lonely and overwhelmed, what I choose to do is to live in gratitude. What I choose to do is to be grateful, right? To be very grateful. And so not to be upset in this moment, because we could spend a lot of time and say, oh, I wish that this wasn't here, that wasn't here. I wish we didn't have to wear masks. I wish we didn't have to social distance. I wish we didn't have to do this or that. But at the end of the day, all we can really, really control are our emotions. The only thing that we really can control is ourselves, right? That's it. How we feel about things, how we decide to feel, how we decide to embrace what's going on. And so if we adopt the habit right now of walking in gratitude and being really, really grateful, it'll make everything much, much better. And it will help us to continue to manifest the things that we desire. So let's read a few of the comments, then we'll come back. We'll come back to that. Let's see. Jackie C, no, not really. Never like cooking. LOL. It's just edible now. Okay. And that's good. Edible is good. Edible is good. And I bet it tastes better. I bet it's beautiful and very tasty. So you fax me a plate, as my mother-in-law would say. A blind guy, his wife, their life Good for you, because there is the devil. The physicians committee is even suing right for detrimental effects. I know dairy is really something else, and it causes a lot of inflammation. And yes, let me look to talk about dairy. It causes a lot of inflammation. It causes a lot of problems, and all of the different antibiotics that they use are wreaking havoc on our human systems, because then you go to try to treat, some of these issues, diseases, and different things that are, viruses and different things that are coming up. They've been talking about these super viruses that are hard to treat, which I think we're really experiencing now. And because they're using so many antibiotics, right? With these, um, with everything that's going on with dairy and all of that. And so you have to watch that inflammation. So inflammation being the biggest cause, right? Of you do these studies, inflammation being the biggest cause of arthritis, allergies, even high blood pressure, even diabetes. And so that's why, if you haven't already, go out and check out my video on grounding, because I talk about walking barefoot. And one of the reasons, because the studies are showing, as you go out, studies are showing that walking barefoot really will help to heal the body. And so go out, of course, do your own research, and you'll notice that walking barefoot, putting our feet in the earth, planting our feet in the ground, really does help us to heal and to, restore our bodies and to restore our health. And so, we're facing all of these issues, and now's the time, as we're looking at, it's so I mean, what you're saying is so timely, because now we've been experiencing all of these issues, and it's just time that we are about this business of healing ourselves, of watching our mental and our spiritual health, and that we are plotting charting a future for ourselves that is bright and that is healthy. I mean, when you making wise decisions about what we eat. Leor, very true, Synolve. Yeah, practicing gratitude is so important. Hey, Andy, so good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome. And so, it's very important to practice gratitude and to live our lives in a way where we are grateful for all things. I say this is my habitual saying I say all the time. We are grateful for all things, in all things. So Leor says, are there any daily gratitude practices that you follow and that you find effective? Yes. If you go out and check out, there's the video that I did on yesterday. It was a premiere, and it was my daily routine, my manifesting routine, because gratitude is connected to receiving, right? And manifesting the things that you want. And so in your life. So if you can get into, such a great question. Thank you for asking. Because if you can get into a daily gratitude practice, then you can really hone in on miracles happening in your life, and manifestations and manifesting happening quickly and regularly in your life. If you get into this rhythm, in this flow of being grateful and having gratitude, get into that. If you can get into that practice, which you can, by letting go, releasing negative thoughts, and by allowing your vibration to be continuously raised. And so if you go out and check out this video that I did yesterday, just go check it out. It's actually linked in the video. It's actually linked in the description box. Check out that video, and I actually do a practice, my morning routine, where I practice my manifestation process is my morning routine. So go check out that video, and it gives you my practice of exactly what I do in the mornings to start my day, and to be grateful. Also, I will be having a class on Saturday. And that class, there's a link to the video for about the class where I explained the class, and it's manifesting your destiny. And so that class is going to be on Saturday, this Saturday, the 28th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's only $5. You can cash app that to $Synolve. All that information is in the description box below. So I hope that you all will come to that class and email me. My email is in the about section and also in the description box, because if for some reason you are not able to pay at this time, we do have a sponsor. So just email if you need a sponsorship. Now, if you, of course, are able to pay more, you're like $5. Hey, this is way more. For $5, we're gonna get this is such amazing. Then you can also sponsor other people as well. So all that for that class Saturday is in the description box below, and we'll cover some things about gratitude as well. But where it comes to gratitude, some of the practices that I found to be effective. Jackie C says, grateful for peace and understanding. Yes, some of the practices that I found are just these normal everyday practices of just being grateful, right? For the first things that come to your mind, for the things like peace, right? Being grateful for just basic everyday things like peace, being grateful for knowledge and wisdom and understanding, being grateful that you're here, right, on this broadcast with me, that you're here, that you clicked in that button, and that you're right here. This is no mistake, that you're right here with me. You are supposed to be. You're in the right place of where you're supposed to be. So that's also right. Knowing, being grateful for present, right, for the present moment, for what I'm experiencing right now, right? That the Most High is in all, right? Being grateful for all, and knowing that you can be grateful in all things, right? Being grateful. And so that's what I practiced in the morning when I first get up. I practice gratitude. I just start right there. And then throughout my day, no matter what I'm doing, cooking, washing my hands, putting loads of clothes in the dryer or in the washing machine, driving down the street, I'm just grateful for everything, the car, the washing machine, the water, everything, right? That is really my practice. One of the biggest things, that I do is just to be present and just to be in this now moment, because that allows me to be grateful, to be immensely grateful, and to experience joy. So even if there is a situation where it seems like I shouldn't be grateful, right? Then, as my ancestors used to say, I'm grateful that things are as good as they are, or as well as they are, right? So I have some health issues that I'm working on, and one of those health issues is arthritis. But I am grateful, right, that I'm still able to do the things that I do. I'm still able to walk. I'm still able to move. I'm able to do all the things. Now, every now and then I do have the aches and pains and the fingers and the swelling and all of that, but I'm grateful for this moment, and that things are as beautiful as they are. So that allows me also to be able to get out of, oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, I'm having a difficult time today. And so it gets me into, what am I grateful for? Right? How am I grateful? I'm grateful for this now moment. And that for me is probably one of the greatest secrets, is being grateful right now in the way things are as they are. And as you begin your relationships, right? Relationships, I do this a lot because, you have these fluctuations with your kids, with family members, everything, relationships, spouse, whatever it may be. Y'all are lovey, happy, everything's great. And then the next moment is like, right? And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful when we argue. And a lot of times we laugh about it. Most of the time we laugh about it. And I'm grateful when you have this tension within each other, whether it's with your child or with whatever, because then you can say, oh, well, I didn't know you felt like that. Well, I didn't know you were thinking that. Well, how did you think that? Out of all the things that we said here today, how did you get that out of that? And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you shared that with me. I say that a lot. I'm grateful that you opened up to me about that. Well, or I'll say, well, I didn't know that I, did that, or that you felt that way. I didn't know that when I say it this way, that makes you feel that way. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful you shared with me. I can watch my words now. I can watch the way that I'm thinking. I can watch the way that I say things now, because you told me that, because you were able to share with me. And so, because sometimes we don't see the beauty in the moment, we see how hurt we are, we see how difficult the moment may be, whether it's finances or whatever it is. We see the difficulty in the moment. But what gratitude does, if you allow gratitude to come in, then what it does is allow you to go beyond this moment and see the gift and see the lesson in this moment. I have another video called Ask for What You Want. And so go check that video. I think it'll be really helpful, because in that video, I talk about giving yourself permission to ask for what you want. And that's something else, right? With gratitude can kind of open you up. When you're grateful for what you have right in this moment, right now. So being in the present, that is the biggest technique or most effective gift for me, is being grateful in this moment, the way things are right now, whether they're shady, where there's maybe not a lot of sunshine in that moment, where there's sadness, where there's pain, where there's tears. Being grateful, and it's not as hard as you might think. But like even today, like my son is in Boston. And so I want him here. I mean, I would prefer that he's here, right? I would prefer that he even lived closer, but his heart is in Boston. He loves Boston. It's a beautiful city. What can I say? So I'm grateful right now that things are the way that they are. Now, what that does, two things. It takes me out of sadness that we're so far apart and we're distant, right? I'm grateful for the way things are right now, as they are. And so it brings in a bit of magic for the angels, the ancestors, the Most High, to be able to transform this moment, right? And so now I can see, okay, well, maybe he'll be able to come home for Christmas. And if he can't come home for Christmas, then maybe we'll be able to travel there. And so it opens a space and a doorway to be able to receive intuition and strategies, to be able to look at the situation differently, a lot differently from what we might look at a situation if we were just so focused on the sadness of the moment, or the situation not being the way we want it to be right now. What gratitude does is open up your heart space in a way, so that the solution, right, the thing that you want, the strategy that you need, can come in. Because as long as you're sort of pushing back or kind of pushing away, right, with sadness, right? Because we don't realize that when we're sad or upset, we're kind of repelling things, right? Because I gotta easily been, why didn't you come home? And why didn't you? No. I'm in gratitude. I'm in gratitude, and I am in immense love and happiness. And I'm just sending that to him, sending that to my children, sending that to all of my siblings, sending that to every situation and everything in my life. That's what I'm doing in this moment. Sending that to all of the COVID patients, sending that, I didn't mean to say that word, but anyway, sending that to all of the people who are sick in this situation, because YouTube algorithm don't like that word. But sending out a lot of love and peace and gratitude for this moment, knowing all that was well, knowing that everything is being perfected in this moment, knowing that healing is taking place and that the world is in this global reset where all is well and that this thing is dissipating and breaking up and moving on, right? And moving out of this atmosphere and coming to an end. So when you get into gratitude, you're thankful, you're grateful for being able to, social distance. Grateful that we have phones, right? That we can talk to each other. Grateful that we can be connected on the internet. In every situation, you can find some way, somehow, to be grateful. And that's really the technique, is to be present. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I not quite sure. I have to look to see what video we have scheduled for tomorrow. But if not, we can talk a little bit more about gratitude. All right, guys, I didn't want to stay long. I didn't want to keep you guys too long. I just wanted to come on and say hello. I promised that we would do an hour. And so I was promised we were going to do 30 minutes. And we have done an hour. Yeah, I was promised, and I was like, we're going to just do 30 minutes. We're not going to be long. And it is an hour has gone by because I enjoy spending time with you. I pray that you are well. Leo, I hope this answered some of your questions. If not, check back for a video tomorrow or next week, and I will do more specifically on gratitude because it's really one of my favorite topics. It's really one of my favorite topics. It really is. So I'll be happy to do more. But I love gratitude. Gratitude is the secret key to unlocking miracles in your life. Gratitude is a secret key to manifesting and creating the life that you desire and really bringing in abundance and love and goodness. Because if you can be grateful right now, right? If you can be grateful right now for the house that you're living in right now, if you can be grateful right now for your bank account and the way that it is right now, even if it's only $2 in it, if you can be grateful right now in this moment, then the Most High, the angels, the ancestors see that and they're like, oh, we want to give her more. If you can be grateful for the ancestors and everything, right, that they've done to bring us and help us be in this moment, right? I'm grateful that my children are alive, right? And they're healthy and they're happy and they're working and in their careers and loving what they're doing, right? Even though they're not here. So I can find something to be grateful for. And if you can find something to be grateful for, right, then the miracles can come. The miracles can come. We were grateful for chicken today. Even though we didn't cook a good meal. If we had a turkey sandwich, I would have been grateful for that. Even though for years, we've always had these big, huge meals. But I was sitting there fully happy to be eating my chicken. And then hubby cooked and I cooked the peas and we did the sweet potato. I was like, I'm happy. I was like so happy. I could have been eating a steak. So I'm grateful right now, right now for whatever is going on, however it is. I was like, I am so happy. I was like, I can't believe how happy I am. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I am grateful for this moment. I'm grateful, right, that I have food and lights and water and heat, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. And I just kept doing that all day today, right? I am so grateful for the family and the friends and the people who love me, the people who are in my life. I'm just so grateful. And so being in that moment of now, right? It's a now kind of gratitude. Being in that moment right now where you're grateful for the way things are right now, for your bank account that you have right now, for the car, the house, Everything you have right now opens up the opportunity. And then all of you come and you talk about, Leo's talking about Mauritius. And before I can even begin, and she's telling me, because we want to move overseas. And so we're on our repat journey while we're still here in the West. And so I'm still here in the US. And so I'm grateful that Leor came, right? Because that's a sign, right? It's a sign for me that, right, that the ancestors are working and that I have this opportunity to create the life that I desire. It's happening. It's happening. And that was just a beautiful sign and a symbol. And so more and more, I'm glad you're here too. You just came across my eyesight when I came, was scrolling up and down. But Leor, I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful that you came here to be with me today. And Jackie and Andy and Von Guy, his wife in their life, and Milton and Moral, Jewelry Nurse, just grateful. Rhonda Coleman, so grateful for all of you. All right, guys, I'm going to get off. Leor says, we are all grateful for you, Synolve. Thank you for sharing all of your wisdom. You are so sweet. Thank you, sis. I love that. Thank you, Leor. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful name. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Hope to see you in Mauritius soon. And I pray that all of you are doing well, and I pray that you are blessed in every way, and that all that is concerning you is being worked out on your behalf. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You are loved. You are precious. You are gifted. You are strong, right? You have everything in you to do all the Most High has called you to do. You are amazing. You are infinite and you are wise. You know why? Honey, baby, because you just are. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see you in another video real soon. Enjoy the rest of today. Get you a good movie, get you something really, really good to drink, and celebrate, and walk in gratitude. It's going to open up more blessings for you than you can imagine. All right. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in another video real soon. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye, guys. Have a good night.